matchup out east between the Bucks and the Philadelphia 76ers. Yes, no Embiid in this game, of course. Him and Paul George out for the season opener. Last season, the Sixers were 31-8 with Embiid and just 16-27 without him. But you know who's ready? Giannis Antetokounmpo gets the return pass down low, finishes strong with a bang. Bucks up 1. Under 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Giannis drives, easy layup, foul, because he fell on his back. Bucks up 3 after the made free throw. Here's Tyrese Maxey. It was his time to shine with no Paul George and no Embiid. Hits the glass right before the buzzer. 76ers up 2 at the end of the first. 6 minutes left in the second. Here's Damian Lillard. Little triple with the legs in the air. Pull up. Bucks up 3. Lillard here off the Brook Lopez screen, which we will see more of. Bucks lead at the break 58-47. Giannis here using that long wingspan to drive and finish at the rim. That's why we call him the Greek Freak. Bucks up 15. Now again, Lopez setting the screen and Lillard hitting the triple. This is a little tandem. Bucks up 14. Lopez and Lillard in connection, in sync all night. Lillard deep 3, almost from the logo there. Bucks up 16. Lillard heating up. Under 3.5 minutes left in the third. Lopez again, high screen. Lillard triple. Lillard and Lopez working a two-man game. Bucks up by 17. Lopez again with the screen. Lillard right at it again. One more triple in his bag. Lillard finished 39-6. Fifth player in Bucks history with multiple 30-plus point season openers. There's Giannis for good measure. Bucks would win 124-109. Here's Damian Lillard post-game.
Dame, you told me that this is the best that you felt in a while heading into the season, but how good did this start feel, especially that third quarter? You had 15 of your 30.
Yeah, I mean, I felt good. I think there's really no way to simulate playing in an NBA game. Even when you practice and play pickup games, it's different when it's help side and it's physical, you know, and you got to play within the in-game rules. So, I mean, like everybody else, to start the season, I was a little bit winded at times. But I definitely felt my training and my conditioning over the summer, allowed me to just keep pushing through, and it didn't slow me down.
We talked a lot about the high screen connection you had with Brook Lopez. Why do you feel it's so successful?
I think because a lot of times bigs, it's just how they think. They don't want their man to score. And when I'm coming off attacking downhill, they got to stay in front of the ball, because I'm sure the coaches are telling them, like, you got to control the ball until, the guard recovers. And Brook being able to stretch the floor and shoot the way he shoots the ball, it's just tough to deal with. And I think the more we on the floor together, starting last year and then coming into camp this year, the communication, just me and him, we getting a really good understanding of each other, and we use each other well.
I know we're still waiting for the return of Chris Middleton, but how do you sum up the chemistry of this group heading into your second season with the Bucks?
I think it's very good right now. Coming off last season where we went through so much together, when you experience adversity and hard times and you get the criticism and all those types of things, you got to grow in those moments together. You go through it together, and I think that was kind of a head start for us going forward. And coming into this season, we got a much better understanding of each other, a better understanding of Doc. We all kind of got back to Milwaukee early this year before camp, and we spent some time. I mean, we just been doing all the things to give us a chance to come together and do what we got to do, and we just got to continue doing that.
Congrats on win number 1, Dame.
Thank you.
Ooh, Eve, look out for this Bucks team. They feel good together and came in early. While cruising to this win tonight on opening night, Giannis and Dame became the first pair of teammates in Bucks history to have 25-5 in a season opener. We welcome in senior NBA writer Tim Bontemps now from Philadelphia for more on tonight's Bucks-Sixers game. And Tim, the Bucks came out strong. What was the mood of the team if they start year 2 of this Giannis-Damian Lillard pairing?
Well, the mood around the Bucks today, Shay, was a really good one. And you saw it tonight in this opening game against the Philadelphia 76ers, led by their dynamic duo of Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Dame going for 39-6. Giannis Antetokounmpo going for 25, 14, and 7. These are the kind of performances that the Bucks thought they were going to get last year from these guys on a regular basis. But as we know, it was a tumultuous season in Milwaukee. Adrian Gifford getting fired, being replaced by Doc Rivers. All the ups and downs that the Bucks had, up to and including losing in the first round to the Indiana Pacers. But yes, there was no Paul George tonight. Yes, there was no Joel Embiid tonight for the Philadelphia 76ers, but the Bucks look like a team that is ready to go and locked in midseason form. And if Dame and Giannis are playing like this, the Bucks believe with Chris Middleton and Brook Lopez on the court, they can go toe-to-toe with anybody. They obviously look really good tonight. They get another early test next Monday in Boston against the Celtics. We'll see how they look then, too.
Right, and you'd assume it would go up from here. You mentioned Joel Embiid, so let's go to the Sixers side of things. It was a Tyrese Maxey show tonight, but now we've learned that Joel Embiid and the Sixers, the NBA might be opening up an investigation on his injury status. What are you hearing on the ground in Philly about Embiid's status for the year?
Well, look, Shay, we saw Joel Embiid out here briefly a little bit during the game. He was dribbling the ball during a couple timeouts. He took one shot after the game on the court. But obviously the big news is that he wasn't on the court tonight, and he won't be on the court for at least the next couple games when the Sixers go to Toronto on Friday and Indiana on Sunday. And look, this is a dance that the Sixers and Joel Embiid are going to be playing all season long. They have made it very clear. The goal is not to have him playing games in December and January. It's to have him playing games in December, January, and all the way through to April, May, and June in the playoffs. So their goal is to have him healthy and ready to go when the games matter in the spring. As we know, throughout Joel's career, that has not been the case. And while today he is not on the court, he is looking good. He is moving around well. He practiced and was out on the court each of the past couple of days. And the Sixers hope that with this extra ramp-up period at the start of the season, even though there's frustration among the fan base that he wasn't out there tonight in this opener, that he will be back out there soon, and that the Sixers will have Embiid at peak performance for as much as possible throughout this season.
Understand the goal, right? Isn't everyone to be healthy come playoff time? How we get there might be a little bit tricky. All right, Tim Bontemps, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Let's go back to action from Wednesday night. Keep it in the East. And Pat Riley honored before the Heat game against the Magic. The court will forever don his name. A couple of legends in the building, D-Wade, Lonzo, Udonis. Let's get to the game, though. In transition, Jimmy Butler on the feed from Tyler Hero. Right before the half, Gary Harris. Step back three to beat the buzzer. Orlando was up 4 at the break. Harris had 5 threes in the first half and finished with 18 points. Third quarter, Paolo Banchero. How good was he last year for Orlando? The reason they had such a good season. He came out just like he finished last season, doing mad work on the offensive end. Orlando's up 14. Banchero, behind the back pass. Franz Wagner, we see you. And then don't forget about Wendell Carter Jr. Back to Banchero. He had 33 and 11. Magic win at 116-97. How about the #1 overall draft pick from last season, or this past summer, I should say, Zachary Risacher, second straight player from France to go #1. Of course, it was Wemby the year before. Trae Young, little bounce pass to Risacher there. He had 7 points in 19 minutes of action. The Hawks were up 5. A couple possessions later, we're in the fourth quarter. Dyson Daniels tips it, going the other way. We got a hard foul on Daniels from Nick Claxton. And Daniels didn't like it, so he had something to say. He didn't do much, but he had something to say. And you take a look, Claxton, that's a clothesline for real. Flagrant 2, he got ejected. Daniels was assessed a tech for that, I guess. So we keep it in the fourth. It's a 6-point game now. Trae showing off some skills that he's brought to the table since coming out of Oklahoma. He went for 30 points and 12 assists. And speaking of assists, how about this find to Onyeka Okongwu? For the dunk. He went for 28 points on 11 of 12 shooting, and the Hawks get the 4-point win to open things up at home. Well, the Ball brothers back from their respective injuries. NBA opening night. Lonzo, of course, had that knee, 3 surgeries since March 2023. Missed more than 2.5 seasons, more than 1,000 days since he last played. Bulls taking on the Pelicans. Kobe White finds Ball. Hey, here we go. That's what he was doing before he got hurt. 5 points, 4 assists in 14 minutes for him. Just good to see him back out there. Zach LaVine, meanwhile, stepping it back for the long 3. And then LaVine says, you know what, I like this spot. 28 feet, close enough. 4 threes, 16 points in the second quarter alone. Bulls were down 1 at the break. We go to the third. Pelicans up. Javonte Green, DeJounte Murray, CJ McCollum. Teamwork makes the dream work. 3 in the corner, it's good. Fourth quarter we go. New Orleans with a 5-point advantage. Brandon Ingram using the screen to his advantage. And his game was on full display. 33 points, 7 rebounds, third Pelicans player to ever score 30 points in the season opener. They win at 123-111. Green with the exclamation point. How about LaMelo Ball? Hornets taking on the Rockets. That's LaMelo, Miles Bridges. Of course, LaMelo missed the last 39 games last season with an ankle situation. Fred VanVleet knocks down the 3. The Rockets were up 3. It's tied now, late in the 4th. LaMelo gets the rebound, lays it in to give the Hornets a 2-point lead. And then another offensive rebound, Ball from there. It's a 5-point lead now. Now, a minute to go in the game. The Rockets have made it a 2-point game. They have the ball. Jalen Green, little pull-up. Bucket, we're tied at 103.
Too easy.
Next possession, Grant Williams. Little fake, sidestep, bucket. Hornets are back up 3. Next possession for the Rockets. Wait, did they call that an offensive foul? Wow. Hornets, they win it 110-105.
NBA